It is important for the children to keep blending and segmenting words that use the new and previously taught letter sounds, in the same way as in steps 1 and 2, so that the children become fluent at these skills with the new letter sounds. And up until now, all the teaching has been with regular words that can be worked out by blending the letter sounds. But now the children need to understand that some words can be awkward and initially slightly more difficult to read. We call them tricky words. These so-called tricky words are sometimes irregular, such as with these words: 2, said, 1. Now, the W in 2 is most unusual, and the children just have to learn it. This word says said, should do, and it says said. I mean, probably we used to say said a long time ago from the verb to say, but nowadays we say said. And this one, is most unusual. You can hear a w and a a, but there's no sign of that in the letters. They just have to learn it. But usually the tricky words are frequently used words that have some letter sound knowledge in them that has not been taught yet, as with these words: here, like, they, was. If we look at the word here, the h and the are known. It is the e hop over e sound that is not known, and that comes later. Here it's the I hop over e that's not known, the EY that's not known. And here the pattern, when you have WA, it nearly always goes wa, like in swan, wash, swamp, and so on. The word here comes frequently in reading and writing, so it is worth teaching it early rather than waiting until the more unusual spelling of the E sound is taught. Now, nearly all the tricky words have some letter sounds that are known by the children, and then the children only have to adjust to the unknown part. In the beginning, it is best not to have too many tricky words in the teaching. Now, these are the tricky words in step 3. The words can still be blended apart from the word I, but they give the wrong pronunciation. Start with the first 2 words, I and the, and then gradually teach the children to read the other tricky words, a few a week. If we look at the I, that can be taught when the capitals are taught. And then the, well, here's a useful little hint for the with phonics. When you're dealing with an awkward word, if the short vowel doesn't work, then you try the long one. So if E doesn't work, try E, or A, and so on. Now, if we do this, th, that's known, the digraph, there, that doesn't give us the word, the. Well, actually, we do sometimes say the word the for this, but the children just have to learn it as the. It's the most common way we use it. He, he, yeah, he, that gives us the right word, and that gives us a pattern for she, me, we, and be. And then was. Well, was is tricky. It says was, and they have to learn it. And by looking at the awkward bit, the very awkward bit, the it has an o sound, was. And to and do are unusual because they end in u. The t is sensible, the d is sensible. It also helps to have the words on the board and to every now and then, in a spare moment, revise them. So here we have I, she, you, come, they, here, was, and so on.